Hey, shitface. What's going on?
What? Session 59?
No, is it? That was a question, Krista. I need Arya to enter the house.
59!
59! Get it. Last time we played, you guys talked to the king and his entourage, and Detective Siverin, and Detective Signet, and Alvarin Gorchenvensky, and the king. Oh, and Cadmus. You guys were given a bunch of information about the potential suspects in the rebel uprising here in Derran, alternatively the capital, Derran. Cadmus went off to the whore house where one of the suspects was known to frequent. You all went and deciphered the rest of the cipher from the session before at Arya's parents' place. Had a nice meal. And then you did some sleuthing, I forgot, which was amazeballs, because I love D&D sleuthing. And you guys checked out the Coopenscoon household. Arya made friends with a couple of St. Bernards, which probably would just be called Bernards because there's no saints in Derran, because that's religion talk.
King Bernards?
Unless they've got a different definition for saint. Maybe it's just a southern taint.
This is the Saint Bernard. You guys decided to walk the line and not break into anybody's houses. After that, you made your way back to the western side of the city, where you went to go and confront the bouncer from the night before, who you pickpocketed the cipher off of. And arriving to have Kalea let you know that he was here. Then something happened, and he took off about 20 minutes ago. And then in the blistering hail, you guys chased him down, or I guess Falconer and Zodell chased him down, to find him in a brief scuffle with the bouncer, who was then shot and killed dead. And then a subtle perception check revealed, potentially, Cadmus slipping something in his pocket as he walked away, tucking his big turtle head inside his shell to protect himself from the hail. And turtle head. And then you guys went back to riverbeds, and presumably have gone sleepy by times, unless you're staying up later to do something else.
I don't think we're ready to go for the morning, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because we gotta go to the police
Headquarters.
station. Yeah.
Police headquarters.
Hello there. Where's all?
Amour Ventis, minus a couple of individuals. What's the
So long rest.
hizzy?
Not
If you
that
guys are
any of
long
us
resting, you
need
can
it.
long rest.
I feel like there's something else we were going to do on top of or after headquarters.
I mean, there's still the riverboat game.
Yeah, but
I just want to play it.
Gotta go see if Emerald is who we think he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I accidentally spelled police. Police.
Police.
Police. Wasn't it like the what was it again? The Coopenscoons or the
Mm-hmm.
soup and scones or yeah.
Yep.
What
You're
we're
getting
gonna
there.
yeah. I'm just circling my enemy. I thought we were gonna check them out during the day. Wasn't that a conversation? I thought there was something else we were gonna do.
We were gonna go to the headquarters first,
That's
because
what I mean,
that's
yeah.
where we were meeting everyone to get our agenda for the day type of thing.
And then I don't know how, but I definitely want to see if Cadmus is doing, because I'm sure I saw him pocket another one of those ciphers.
Also, I mean, like, if he's on the same missive that we're on, and your parents are part of this, we don't want them finding out. I mean, if we stumbled across this information, I'm
Yeah.
sure he could just as easily figure it out.
Because it's Odell that was like dropped the rebel name in the first. Like, oh yeah, I'm a rebel. You know, to your mom. She's like, oh. Was that in the second conversation or the first one? Okay, with your folks. I thought it was the first one.
Yeah, I mean, they're
It was one of them.
Yeah.
pretty open-minded as far as what are Derrellian people called? Darrites.
Darren's.
Right. As far as Darrans go, they're pretty open-minded.
59 sessions, you said? You live here.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
That's
I mean,
my
I
brother
feel like we
Derran,
should talk to
my other
them
brother
first.
Derran. Well, that's Daryl.
Daryl's.
Okay.
That's what they're called.
Derelites. Oh, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make our way downtown.
Yeah.
Walk fast.
Alright. So we'll head to.
And because I want to channel a little bit of old Roston. Oh, fuck that. I'm getting a cab.
Oh, what's that? Ambient city sounds?
Oh yeah.
Ambient
Yeah.
city sounds.
Town noises?
I'll go with Ross. I'll stick with one of these two.
What are the cabs again? They're chariots?
Pretty much.
Like Roman chariots?
They roam all right.
Oh, yeah.
This doesn't work while recording, I guess.
That is a chariot.
Huh. Oh.
I think it's muted on the thing.
Oh,
Is that M mean mute? Oh.
Alright, I got some problems to sort out later on. Alright, so walking it'll take you 2 hours. Cabbying will take you 1 hour.
Yes.
Cab.
Cabs.
Definitely
Cabs, 2 gold apiece.
Let's throw money at that problem.
2 cabs.
2 gold per person or 2 gold for the cab?
Per
2
head.
gold per person.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just clarifying.
They have like set rates. You know how like
That's the
you
set
can pay
rate.
like $20 to the airport kind of thing. No.
That's your 2 gold. You got an hour's worth of cabbying out of that. It's 2 gold whether you go up the street or whether you go across town.
How many cabs did we take last time? 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been doing 2 gold every time I did it.
No, I'm just keeping track because we can get our expenses back.
I thought it was like 3.
Yep.
Don't forget to ask for a
In-room,
receipt.
Food, cabbing, supplies. That's where the money's at.
Expenses within reason, Gorchenbensky had hissed.
Oh, yeah, G money. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
Well, if he wants us there on time, this sounds like it's within reason.
Gorchin.
Yeah, I'm paying myself back
I
2
wouldn't
gold.
advise
This is
calling
totally
me.
I
fine.
know.
The Gorch.
Big Gorch energy over there.
Hey, Gorchy.
One of the top 10 most highest ranking people in the entire
Amazing.
country.
Okay.
Alright, you guys arrive
Are we
at...
going to headquarters or to my parents' house?
If you're going to your parents' house, it's only a half an hour trip.
Well, I mean, is there a
I
way
think
to
we
do
should
like...
do headquarters first, and then we're kind of like
Yeah.
free to do whatever.
Okay.
That.
But we're not telling them about the cipher.
Not yet.
Nope.
Good.
Okay. You guys pull up after your hour cart ride. It is on the slightly southern portion of the eastern side of the city. If this is your half circle, it's kind of here. Except for you guys, it would be mirrored. So this would be the circle. It's like here.
Okay.
Super confused.
Yeah.
Southern.
You guys have a picture of the city, don't you?
No.
Meh.
Wait, I had it out here at one point. Thought somebody.
All I
Like, it's
remember
not-
is that you've got the island in the middle of the river with some bridges that are massive.
Yeah, so it's an unfinished map. But if you guys were here, and now you're here.
Awesome.
That's where the headquarters is.
That's where as you ride up, Arya and Magnus both know that is where the police headquarters, also known as the Silver Bastion, resides. And to suit its name, it is covered with silver, shining and polished decoration. The police-style badge, but just with like a great big hammered silver circle in the middle. White marble stairs that go up to the building. It's got quite a reputation. It's one of the older buildings in the city, the developed city, and it is a bustling place. There are people coming and going. There are organized right and left. Be on the right-hand side going in, left-hand side coming out. Well, right-hand side coming out because it's traffic. And you see people that look like lawyers and people in police uniform, people in military uniform. You see civilians lining up for certain complaints or being called in. And get out of your cabbie. Out of your cab.
It's an interesting place.
Yeah.
Fond memories over there?
No. Well, I mean, I was hardly ever here.
Nice.
Yeah, this way.
All right. You guys sort of queue into the crowds that are coming and going, and it's not like a ticker tape sort of thing. You get moseyed on up into the building, and as you get there, with your guys' passive perceptions, it doesn't take much as you get pushed in and out of the main flow of civilian and other traffic, and you immediately get flagged by Sidney. Oh, good. You're almost late. I was worried you weren't coming.
Of course we're coming.
All right, no, this way. Come on, and I got a game. Face it up. Let's go.
Yep.
And
Us too.
she leads you back behind the main counter of reception on your right-hand side when you come in, and back through a door behind it, and it goes down into these long hallways that are branching off on all sides, different little rooms, offices, conference areas, and she takes you down to the right, and then again to the right in this kind of, it's almost shaped like a diamond-shaped building, like the point of the diamond is the everybody coming and going. And then she leads you back into a back corner, into a large office, where there stands Cadmus, Detective Severin, and there is a very large and turban-headed Solakian gentleman wearing police chief uniforms, which Arya Magnus would recognize. Arya can make a history check.
That was almost good. Not one.
Nat 1.
For a total of 4.
As you enter the room, you kind of are looking up at this guy. Like, for a human, he's huge, and you kind of accidentally step on Sidney's heel and slip and almost fall, and it's immediately his big ebony-skinned shoulders out, vested and sashed, turban, just immediately locks eyes with you, and then just slowly folds his arms.
Morning, sir.
Right, Detective Severin pipes up.
When we walked in, can I make an insight check on Cadmus to see if he's looking at us a bit?
Yeah, you don't have to hold a dice up. You
I know.
Ask out loud. Insight check, Cadmus.
Yep.
What are you trying to insight?
And nothing bad.
Nothing bad. Help, it's again.
That's actually a good idea.
Look, I think it's Cadmus.
I'm gonna
Fucking mustaches.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I'm gonna incite him as well, but I'm looking more like if he's giving Arya
That's
some sort of
yeah.
look
If
to
Cadmus
see if
is?
he's maybe on to her parents kind of thing.
Oh, sure. Insight away.
Kablam!
Forgot guidance. Oh, actually, no, that's a spell. Don't use that.
Definitely can't use that because that's vocal and somatic.
Hi!
That's
Using a spell!
11.
What was?
11.
11.
You are moving back in the line, sir.
Cadmus looks like Cadmus. You guys have tried inciting him a couple times before, and it's totally been the dice, but you've only really met this one turtle. Like, other turtles you've seen in passing, but you've never really had close interactions with them, so trying to judge the nuances of their facial expressions is a little trickier.
Very stoically turtle.
Right, well, let's get this going. For the rest of you, this is Police Chief Asherin. And Salakian individuals are a little bit scarce in Derelium. They're the black-skinned people of my world. They typically come from Solar. No.
Asherin?
Asherin. From
He's a human?
Solaki. He is a human.
Is that anywhere close to the Solar Desert?
It is in the Solar Desert.
From
They basically, their country is the desert.
Solaki?
He is a Solaki. Sorry, he's from Solaki. He is Solakian.
Solaki.
I've changed that like 13 different times over the years. That's why I keep fucking it up. Yeah, he's like 6'6", just broad as a brick shithouse, and probably just as sturdy. And he is just all business. He's got just dark ebony skin. The whites of his eyes are super prominent in his face. And if he ever smiled, probably his teeth as well. And he's just kind of supervising, just kind of nods once in a while as Detective Severin starts to lay out. Alright, so giving you all a bit of that preliminary information last night. Right, so assignments is going. Feel free to be a bit pushy, but remain within the law as well as possible. We've got the Tommy and Jane Richson family. That's Signet and her partner Brennan are going to be on that today. Be aloof, unless you have to be forceful. We're looking for answers. Feel free to dig. Consider your paperwork given to you by Gorchenvansky a warrant to, like I said, try and remain within the boundaries of the law to the best of your ability, and I mean that, to the best of your ability. If you feel there is a reason to search or seize, that piece of paper is your warrant, your passport to the insides of these people's homes or businesses. Myself and Mel, we're going to be on Dali and Padrinda, and Kyle and Jax are going to be on Shunga and Habazaki. That one's obviously the easiest assignment because those are the ones that aren't here in the room. There's also another male human with blonde hair, kind of a pompous looking prick. His name is Brennan.
Of course it is.
I was like, oh, is that Kyle?
Each of you are free to investigate Ghibli and Papa, or disseminate yourselves as you see fit amongst our prime suspects, or do whatever other investigations, kind of bouncing in and out of the Scottish, or any other investigations you deem worthy to discover what's going on, if there's potential for an incursion. If I may, Detective. Cadmus sweeps his big hat off. I came into a bit of luck last night, actually. I've found this little missive on a suspect, and seems to be in some sort of code. Myself and my companions managed to whittle it down a little, but given merely a night's work, I could probably come up with more in a day. It says something about, why did I scroll away from it?
Something about a scroll, you guys. There's a scroll.
It says something is about, something about the terminated circle prints. Something called the Risen. So we're not really sure. There's several words here we couldn't suss out.
Terminate. But the ones he got were terminated circle prints.
The words specifically that he got were something about the terminated circle prints and something called the, and then he says, and something called the Risen.
something about the Terminator.
Terminated.
Terminator Prince.
Come with me if you want to live.
Terminated Prince and the Risen.
Magnus, do you think the Risen could be?
Oh. Oh shit. Terminated Prince.
Like I said, that's all I've been able to glean from this missive. Give me a little more time or some assistance, maybe, and we can suss out the rest of this. See if it's worthwhile in our investigation.
Gang,
Yeah.
what do we figure we want to do? Want to go out on our own and investigate stuff? You want to tag along with somebody?
I'm fine with going out on our own.
There's a slight rap on the door, and Signet grabs it. She's still just like stone-faced. And there's this really handsome, slicked-back, black-haired gentleman with a little dimple in his chin. Really nice, sharp features.
It's Kyle.
And he's wearing this he's wearing this sort of blue and brown gambeson, which is sort of like a little bit less than leather armor, but a lot more agile. And excuse me, police chief. Just checking in to see if there's any word or new assignment. The other inquisitors have all gone out today, and I was just wondering if you had any special mission for me. As Police Chief Asherin kind of squints, you get, what's your guys' passive insight?
Are you asking
14,
us
I
for
think.
our... You want to see
15.
our PB?
What?
Passive perception?
Yes, I want to see your PI.
Yeah, the one time he doesn't say passive insight.
Investigation. Oh, okay.
Dude, you've
Insight.
had that joke teed up for a while.
And you
Yeah.
completely
I saw it
missed.
earlier today. Like, oh, I need to see everyone's
Passive insight
perception
on
on
PBs?
14.
14's good.
15.
Magnus?
13.
14 and 15 have
Just
it.
got 11 passive.
Insight. I don't know where these other two fuckers are at. The 14 and the 15, you guys sort of get the sense that the police chief does not like this guy.
Mm.
And I'm going to try my best to do the most deep, booming voice that I've got. Inquisitor Saws. Perhaps you can be of assistance to one of my detective inspectors. Make yourself useful. And like his voice almost like rattles the glass in the room. Like it is the deepest voice any of you have ever heard outside of maybe Horridul.
I hate
And the
Derran,
two
but I'm
A's
looking at
is
this guy. He is large and in charge.
Saws.
Oh boy.
Inquisitor
Inquisitor
Saws.
Sauce.
No, it's Bobby.
Bob.
Sauce.
Bob.
Wait a minute.
Sauce.
Related. Oh my
It is
god.
not Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely
But-
related though.
it's Kyle sauce.
They definitely share some resemblances.
I was worried from the moment you spoke
spell
in his
sauce?
accent.
S-A-W-S.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally how Bobby's last name is spelled.
Yep.
It's a
Sauce.
cousin or a...
Saws.
Oh.
Robert
I spelled
Saws.
it sauce.
No, that was the joke.
Rob
Oh,
Tholomew.
You got it, sir.
Sauce the third.
Bobbert Saws. Sorry.
I'll wait for your detectives out in the main thoroughfare there. Thank you for your time. And he closes the door. Right. You'll sort of know what you're doing. Cadmus, if you wanted to check in with our clerks or find assistance on the rest of that cipher, feel free. Like I said, your paperwork basically gives you free pass to wherever you need it, within lawful reason. don't expect for you to find all that much. I'm not going to lie to you. You're getting paid generously to help our capital fend off a foe that has no potential of breaking into this city. But, all that being said, be inquisitive, be diligent, and come festival time, nothing happens. You get paid, you get to have a good time.
Question for the DM.
Answer from the DM, maybe.
On a scale of, I don't know, 1 to 20, how hard would you say it would be to quickly, since I've already seen what these little notes look like and what the cipher's kind of like, to like whip one up and then maybe get someone who's deft with their hands to swap it out?
Whoa.
Like, is he going to like stand in line with this
I was
clerk
just gonna
thing?
ask him if he wanted help ciphering it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For-
but if they
from-
incriminate someone and he's there.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It doesn't.
From the DM, I can let you know that would be tricky. You have the swapping portion of it all. The swapping portion, he saw
was just
Ryerden
gonna
at his
say.
stealthiest snag the initial cipher, which is what brought him back to that bar.
Right.
Forging it, also extremely high DC because you've only seen a tiny little note with a finite amount of words on it. It's not like you unciphered the entire alphabet of the cipher, or deciphered. I said unciphered. That's terrible English. Not impossible. Maybe I said super high DC. It'd be a high DC for both acts.
So it's tricky, not like tricky like rocking a rhyme, but it's like rocking a rhyme that's right on time. That kind of tricky.
It's tricky. Yeah.
Gentlemen.
I don't know what I'm clapping at, but I sense some sort of backstory.
Somebody text the group chat and make sure that those two remember it's Tuesday.
Slow clap worthy for sure.
Yeah, that was fun. It would be you'd be pushing it on the skill checks for sure.
I get it now.
And he's putting all that on me too, by the way. Just like that's yeah.
Maybe not like forging.
I mean, if we helped him figure it out, then at least we know what's on it. He doesn't know that, or I guess he does know that we have.
I think we just go up to him and ask to help, because even if he does understand Emerald, like what,
But
we only barely got
So
that.
Cadmus does know that we have a note like this because you showed him, didn't you?
We didn't show him, but he saw
He
it
saw
and
it.
lifted
Yeah.
it.
No. I had it hidden. I never was like, hey, like.
Okay.
So he just, even with I think my stealth check at the bar was like 26, like it was crazy high.
Yeah.
True.
So he's obviously got a massive passive perception, or I don't know. He's got the sauce.
Yeah, I say we just help him figure out the cipher. Then at least we know what's on it.
And they go, Emerald. Oh my God, what does that mean? Or
I mean,
Yeah.
it might not even say Emerald on it.
maybe not. Yeah, this one says something about 50
I was
million.
also
zombies.
thinking that what he's deciphered so far is talking about the terminated prince, whereas ours was talking about the circle prince. They might be two different.
Terminated
princes.
circle
It
print.
said terminated circle prints.
Oh, did it?
on
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Terminated circle.
He'll be back.
Kate
There's
did
a
not
point.
know. Oh, Quinn. Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
What's up, motherfucker?
What's up?
We might want to wait a bit for the recap. Tate's coming too.
Yeah.
I'm fine to hear what all of you guys discussed while I was out of the room. That's fine. It's totally cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
Mostly just deciding on
Well,
what to do with our lives. Where to go, what to do, what to say, who
Yeah.
to say it to.
Could be.
Let me use my words.
Yeah,
Hmm.
our face has not done a lot of facing.
You have good persuasion, right?
Oh my god, he does.
I do, yeah.
Both of you?
I'm plus 11 on persuasion.
Oh shit, okay.
He
Oh,
talks
shit.
the
I'm
way that
plus
I
6.
stealth.
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
The guy talks like I stealth, man.
Alright, it's all you then, Falconer.
What's falconering right now?
Yes.
Talking to Cadmus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask Cadmus if he'd like. Would you like some help with deciphering that?
I certainly wouldn't say no to a little bit of assistance. For a certain exchange of information.
What kind of information did you have in mind?
Well, what brought me back to that feller last night was that very impressive lift that the young Riordan pulled off on him. I myself was not under employ yet, so it didn't matter all that much at the time. But now I'm curious if you've maybe got one of yours be traded with one of mine.
Hmm. Just time out for a sec, because we would have talked about this. Do we want to give him that, or do we want to just deny that we have anything?
I mean, he knows we have something, so...
If anything, say we have multiple.
Should give.
I was just gonna say it was a used tissue, but
I mean, yeah.
I mean, he knows it's something
you could
good.
persuade.
We didn't waste one of his expert sneaks on some rag or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think we should give him the actual information. We should make something up.
Yeah, I
Just,
would say, yeah. Just lie and say that it was just I don't know, like a love note or something.
We've been doing the dance with Cadmus since he shot at us in
Yeah.
Sina.
mm-hmm.
Like, the guy has never been truthful,
No.
100%.
No. So,
No.
It has to be believable.
I mean,
I
if
mean,
anyone
not,
can make anything
not if
believable,
evil
it's
is high
fine.
enough.
I can stealth the way that guy can talk.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna get a t-shirt made that says that. And then one for him that says I can talk the way that guy can stealth. And then we'll have arrows pointing at each other.
Two
for next, for next Comic-Con.
Yeah, so assuming we would have discussed that before we arrived at the station, it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
well, that was actually a used handkerchief. It wasn't really anything worth nothing.
Make a deception check. I'm gonna pull up
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, buddy.
for a total of
That's a
31.
25.
Oh.
My deception not as high, but still pretty good.
I gotta pull up Cadmus because he's a higher level than you.
Boo.
Not by much though at this point. I've only leveled him up once since you guys have met. Ooh, insight. He's not proficient with insight. So what was your total?
25.
He can't beat that.
Yeah.
He kind of scrunches up his big wrinkled face, and the hat shifts kind of on like where his eyebrows go. So Ryron, I'm sorry that didn't work out for him. He was.
It was a little sticky. It wasn't great.
Well, if you don't have anything to trade,
Well,
I
that's
think
not to say
I'll-
we don't have other things to trade.
if you have something you think might be worth my while,
About not letting you bleed out in an alley.
And I appreciate that. I didn't kill you the last time we met.
Wouldn't have let you.
I guess.
You ran away the last time we met.
You're not there. Are
I
you
know.
there? If you have something you think might pique my interest, I'll consider it. Personally, I'm eager for the finder's fee at the end of this contract if I do manage to suss out anything. And Jada's looking to have her nails done. So, you come and find me when you're... He kind of does a long turtle gulp. Ready to talk turkey. And he starts to shuffle off.
Should I say talk turtle? I don't.
Yes. Always a pleasure, Cadmus.
Nice to see you again, Falconer. And then he heads out into the main halls of the Silver Bastion. Cadmus does have a +9 to initiative, though.
Shit.
But Jesus.
I
What
know
the hell's his dex score?
I mean,
Oh, super high dex.
it's probably a 20. I mean, mine's a 20 and I'm a +5.
His dex is a 20, yeah. He has a good perception, but I tanked his insight.
Okay. Should we?
That didn't go as well as I hoped it was gonna go.
Well, he doesn't know we know anything, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's just in it for the cash, we can do that, right? If it means saving your parents, I don't know. I think it's worth it.
I think it should be more of a last resort. We don't want to tip off that we know who it is.
We should probably
I'm
talk
sure he
about
would.
this outside of the police station.
Yeah. I mean, as we're walking.
I'm doing a spell!
Semantics.
And yeah, as you guys make your way out, Sidney kind of trails with Arya again a little bit, just kind of shoulder to shoulder. She's just so happy to have her best friend back in town. You probably get that she understands that it's a limited time offer for all the love and hugs. And yeah, she and Detective Severin, Detective Brian, lead you guys out where you meet up with the other. There's Kyle and Jax, who sort of and Mel.
Were
And
we supposed to go get paid by dropping that note off when we were there? Or that's at the end of everything?
so it's signed. What did I say? No, it's got his seal on it. Basically, like when you're done, just show up for your your gold. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and as you come out, there's a couple of detectives and take off with other people, and Sinit sort of like grabs your hands, just like, all right. So I know it's probably going to be a bit boring for the few days that we're doing this, but I actually think it's kind of fun. You get to play detective with me, and this is, we always kind of talked about it back in the day, but you had your family and I had my family. Well, maybe we'll like meet up for lunch, or there are some festival games like after hours. We get off at about 8. We could probably go and get around to some fun.
Cool.
If you wanted to, since
Yeah.
we last night was a bit late, so we had to go to bed and get up, be here on time today, which you almost weren't.
We
Typical.
were.
You were pretty close. That was Borat. You were pretty close. You remember that comedian we saw? Pretty close. My husband. So yeah, have a little bit of fun later.
Sure.
All right,
That sounds
so good to
great.
see you. She like looks around and makes sure there's no immediate supervisors, and she gives you a big hug. All right, she gives you a pat on the ass, and she scurries off with Braden. And you guys do see as you come out, the Inquisitor Saws is kind of just standing around waiting for direction. Right, Inquisitor Saws. I know your detachment's full up has fulfilled all the assignments via personnel. If you want to tag along with me and Mel, we could, I guess, use the extra hand. Yeah, that would be great. Just let me pick up my blade and badge from behind the counters, and we can be on our way.
Chicken.
There was a chicken. A woman is standing in line complaining to a clerk. No, but I'm telling you, it's not my chicken. They took mine and replaced it with one that looks just like it. Those damn rebels, they'll do anything. They'll fuck with your head. Right, ma'am, right, ma'am. All right, just fill out the B52 and then the B91 and we'll just stand back in line over there, please.
Chicken swap. Wow, what crimes?
Chicken run.
All right, I'm back with my weapons and badge. Lead the way, Detective Severin.
Should we ask him if he's related to Bobby? I feel like we should ask Bobby.
Inquisitor Saws,
Hey, who might you be?
Falconer Roseheart, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to make yours. And he gives you an arm clasp, handshake.
Yeah. Saws, you wouldn't by any chance be related to a Bobby Saws, would you?
Well, shoot. Yeah, that little rascal's my younger brother.
Something about the eyes and the face.
We
I
are-
can see that.
We are some handsome devils. Well, let me reacquaint myself to you. My name's Ricky Sows. Born as lucky as they can be, Ricky and Bobby.
Oh my god. Shake a bang.
You're
Extend
welcome.
That's good.
Fuck. Okay.
We're Ricky and Bobby.
Had to lay that on so thick. Should we ask him? Yeah, he's here to ask. Right, Bobby, come on. Not Bobby. Ricky, let's go. Fucking waste of time. As Detective Severin, well, my apologies. It was nice to meet you. I would love to catch up and talk to you about how you do know my little brother. If you see him again, let him know, fuck you. He'll know what it means. As he takes off after the detective.
Shake and bake.
Alright, well,
Right. Ricky Sauce.
so we could go check out the ice cream peoples. We can go talk to your parents.
I think from here we should go check out the ice cream people and make sure we're not being followed or sleuthed on the sleuthers, so to speak, and
Good idea.
then make our way.
They're on the other side of town, though, aren't they?
They are. Y'all are here.
Mm.
They are here.
And my parents' house is in the middle.
Is there. Inside the castle.
Yeah.
Well, we basically have free expenses, so
Yep.
Cabby ho!
Howdy.
Jump in a
That
cab.
didn't work the way I hoped it would. 2 gold apiece.
To the soup and scones.
You're getting closer.
Soup and scones?
Coop and Scoon.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're not wearing our Derran clothes, because if we're gonna go like...
I took mine off.
Me too. Okay.
I look like a guy. An elf specifically.
Just a regular guy.
Just a regular old guy. Alright, you
I'm
cabby.
wondering if
You cab too.
maybe we can throw some rebel jargon at these guys and see if they bite.
Do you know any rebel jargon?
Do I know any rebel jargon?
Of course you know rebel jargon.
Of course I know rebel jargon.
Sweet.
Like a game of telephone.
That'll be your job if they're home, I guess.
Would I know any rebel jargon just disseminated through thievesness?
Yeah, totally different
Different
content. Yeah. You see kind of offshoots of rebels in neighboring countries like Alinor and Sinai and stuff like that because they're right on the border.
Not so much inside.
You were weeks and weeks away. It would make no sense for rebels to have strongholds that far outside of their prime target.
Tracks.
Yeah. Good question, though. Good question.
Different languages, basically.
You're at the Coopenscoons?
Yeah, we'll go to the Coopenscoon residence.
All right. You are there. In this odd structural sort of phenomenon with their house built. Could have just done this last time.
Yeah,
Here, underneath.
Did we notice anything in the day that maybe we didn't see at night?
Make a perception check.
I'll help.
Yep.
And I'll watch them help.
Not do guidance.
20, dirty.
Dirty. Oh, that's a dirty martini of a 20. Now you guys sussed it out pretty good the night before. You are familiar with the back alley, with their backyard, with their whole front setup. You scoured windows, checked the height of the building, the alleyways going between the upper and side housings. You know that there's a little pigtailed girl that looks like Boo that lost some ice cream because she danced with Magnus for a second.
That's right. That's really loud.
Man, these birds are obnoxious today.
You do notice with that perception check that there are a significant amount of birds kind of trailing tree to tree, branch to branch, fence to fence, roof to roof, kind of just like chirping at Arya, welcoming her back to the city.
Thanks.
Oh, they're just tittering. Like they're trying to talk to you and just tell you like, hey, we're glad you're back.
I guess there's probably not a lot of people around here with blue hair. That's got to be different.
It's the druid in me.
That too.
There was one particular part of Krista's backstory I wrote that said before she got her little black hammer that her parents gave her, birds used to follow her around like with an uncanny amount of frequency. Like they were drawn to her in her little druid blood.
Do you have the hammer on you right now?
I
They
do.
wanted vampire birds, sucking the druid out.
What a twist.
Alright, standing outside the Coopenscoon.
So, what should we tell them?
That we want to talk about.
Do we start with the ciphered note, maybe? Create a common language, I don't know. If that would be too on the nose. Something maybe a little more
Just lay it to them straight. Just be like, you're under surveillance, and we've been sent to look at you, and then just have Zodell do rebel things over somebody's shoulder when they say that. Be
On
like,
our
hey,
way
we're
over
kind of
here,
here to help you.
were we being followed? Or?
Yeah.
You can make a retroactive perception check, whoever wants.
Man,
I'll help you.
15.
18.
18,
19.
19.
Garbage.
Bunch of garbage.
Just a bunch of garbage?
Just a bunch of garbage.
Okay.
Bunch of trash.
You guys are keeping a
Garbage
pretty
water in that
hefty
big
lookout?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
Got eyes on
It
the back
is-
of our eyes.
It is early. Most of the street vendors, stalls, the businesses that are of this city that are, unless you're wealthy, aren't in buildings. They're in carts and wares that you hawk on the streets, particularly on the main drags. A lot of people. It's a heavy commerce city, even in a time of rebellion.
Remind me, is this a main thoroughfare or is this kind of like a side street?
You go through a variety of both on your way to where you're getting.
But where the
Like where their
Coopenscoons
house
are?
is it on a main street?
Oh, where their house is sort of tucked in a little bit residential, and this like the suburbs are quote unquote are sort of small square sections where there is just boom, here's a block of consistent housing, and then the next couple of streets might widen out and expand. There is an odd vibe to how the streets are laid out in this city. there's a lot of curvature. Like as you can see on this map that is not finished. The streets do almost plot out a design that was maybe not wholly. It was 1,000 years ago when they started building this. You know,
Like France compared to New York.
I've never been to France.
Well,
It
it's all
is very
windy and
janky.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Like France compared to New York. What's everybody's passive investigations?
13.
Did we just go over this? 13.
That was passive insight.
Oh.
12.
Then my passive insight is much better than
What was your
what I
passive
said.
insight?
16.
You confused insight with the other two ones before you got the right one.
Yep.
And you dropped a pee-pee joke on top of that, dude?
I'm old.
You could have been one of the 3 people to see that police chief didn't like Ricky Saws.
Yeah.
Um,
I had my suspicions.
So passive investigation. Sorry, who's the highest?
I don't know.
14.
15 for Kinross.
Rostin's actually might be pretty good.
Yeah, but Tate's not paying attention.
Okay.
Kinross, you, at certain points, just with your keen eyes and your keen mind, you're noticing that after a few different turns, there is definitely a rinse and repeat. There is a pattern of some sort going on, almost as if the city was designed to be intentionally artistic, maybe? Intentionally designed in a certain way. It's kind of hard to tell, but you do notice after a few turns, watching the cobbles and feeling the curves of the road, you're like, we've made this turn already. Now we're doing a lazy loop back to make another same turn. It's odd. It's very different than other cities, almost as if their squares are S's and circles. It's an odd city. You guys don't see anybody? Hear anybody?
Is there
Yeah,
a
Following
cart and dogs in the back?
Sorry, this was you guys seeing if anybody followed you. You don't see or hear anybody.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
Yeah,
kind of that
admittedly, they
long-winded
might be out
explanation.
if everyone's...
Well, you guys are at the front door. You got cab to the front, taxi to the front door.
Yeah.
You can go around back and check if you want.
Rhoda?
Yeah. I
Or
mean,
sneak.
we can't just like.
The
See anything from
little
the
side
side
alleys,
bits?
they're only a little bit wider than gnome size, and there was kennels and other stuff and wares back there. So just looking down one of these little side things, you make a perception check if you want.
17.
17. Yeah, that's your passive, so nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Without going around to the back side of the house, at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
I mean, all good. We're gonna talk to them regardless, so.
Maybe if we don't want to spook them, maybe we shouldn't all be standing in front of the door.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, for sure.
Because they're gnomes, right?
Because you're the
They're we.
rebel amongst us.
Do they have? Is their front door a gnome-sized door, or do they have a gnome door and a regular-sized door?
Their house, based off of your previous night's investigation, is purely gnome sized.
Purely gnome. Okay.
Yeah, like doorways are. How tall do gnomes get? 3 to 4 feet? Because you're 3 foot flat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Their doors are like 3 foot 10 inches.
I think it should be Arya, Falconer, and Zodell. Lead the charge. Rebel, talking, gnome.
Yeah.
A rebel talking gnome.
That would be my choice.
And do we want to just lead with the warrant, or do we want to lead with the cipher note?
I kind of like the old plan, Falconer. Just keep it pretty straight to the point.
Yep.
Go with that.
Okay. I'll knock on the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way around back.
And am I doing the rebel stuff like right when they come up?
Maybe let Falconer do the talking first and see how they react.
Okay, give me like a signal or something.
I can just tell you in your head.
Oh yeah.
Remember that time with the pockets at it?
Magus, you walk around sort of the lazy end of the block.
Just in case they decide to run when we knock.
So you're going right to their back door?
I'm just hanging up back so I can see their back door.
Just
Okay, as you
On the dog side.
look in at their back door, you see them hopping onto their little wagons with their taint Bernards. I hate that so much.
You're welcome.
All saddled up and drooling, and I had a timer going. You had 10 seconds left until you're going to start to hear. And yeah, they're hopping on, and after that 3 seconds, the Papa throws open the little gate, and as the dog starts walking
Oh,
and the
so
wheels start turning, you hear.
Smiley day to you.
And to you.
Sorry, I'm actually here with some.
If you want an
associates.
ice cream, we can't wait till we get to our spot.
We need to talk to you about something. They were right in the front. They were knocking on your front door.
All right, well, but we got to get to our spot. If we don't pick it up, somebody else is gonna. So if you want a talk, you got a walk and talk.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Right.
well, they were like, hey, come, let's go. This way.
As he sees the birds.
We'll come around and
Right, as
Meet up.
these little wagons are bouncing and jostling on their gnome height wheels with these Bernards pulling pulling their little wagons. Hey, so what's this about?
Oh,
Are you Chilby and Papa?
Aye.
Aye. Mighty good day.
Oh, it's looking good so far, but we'll see. Had some wicked hail
Yes.
last night. Got a little bit brutal.
that was pretty bad, yeah.
Yep. Did you know you're under investigation by the Derrans?
Oh, aye, yeah. They're always checking and poking around just 'cause we've got. You know what it is.
And if I said something like, the Circle Prince sends his regards, would that mean anything to you?
Well, I mean, the prince has been gone for a while, suspected to be the leader of the rebellion, so not really sure about the circle. Well, I mean, the wall of the city's a circle. Maybe that means that it's the prince of the circle
So,
city.
Del,
Huh? What?
do,
Oh.
do your thing.
Ba 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 ba. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Are you
Boom.
just spelling
Boom.
rebellion?
Are you
just doing
Boom.
the
He's just
alphabet?
doing
Boom.
the alphabet. Yeah.
Huh? 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 That's Zed.
Very good.
I'm just staring at the picture, man.
Your slave shut is a weird one. Shut the fuck up. You hear in your head.
Oh, goody. Seems we're getting somewhere.
Right,
Still
so
fancy,
we've got to get to our spot. As now,
Well, that freaked me out a bit.
who was the 15 passive insight?
I think that was.
Kinneros.
He's 16, isn't he?
Kinneros.
Insight or
Insight?
investigation?
Insight?
Oh wait, I
Inside.
know investigation.
inside
sorry.
I'm 16.
I'm 15
Okay.
insight.
Magnus sees this person get visibly uncomfortable.
The no, Chibly?
Papa, you've been
Oh.
talking to. And
Chubby.
and with your passive insight, you see Zodell also sort of like, oh, something happened inside my brain. We've got to get to our spot, but we'll be all set for drinks later. If you wanted to stop by, we can have a little picnic. It was really nice to know you all. Arya, good to see you again.
He hears in his head, we're on your side.
Arya, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
We'll
too.
have some. We'll have a little couple later, but we've got to go. We've got a business to maintain, and they sort of like
Of course.
clippity clop their dogs a little bit faster.
To see you again. You know them?
I mean, no, but if my dad's the emerald, then yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Lots of questions, mate.
Yeah, that was weird.
So, how'd it go?
Struck a nerve, I think.
Yeah.
And I want to take a look around again, make sure we're not being watched.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'll help with that.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do one of those.
You can roll with advantage.
I rolled
Yeah,
a
that's
24.
good. 24.
Oh, 2 brothers.
2 brothers with the 24s. What did you roll?
He gave it to him.
Falconer
Yeah.
rolled with
Oh.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're all out in the street. Keep an eye out. Yeah, with the 24, you see with a flick and a sort of a leap sound that I could do if this keyboard was working. A feline tail
Yeah, that bitch.
scattering across the
I've
rooftops
got a tail.
around you.
Yes.
I rolled shit on her stealth that time. First time I rolled like a 26. This time I rolled a 12.
Riordan, you want to go chase some pussy?
Wow! Coming in hot.
Your face.
That's very on the box.
In the box. That'll be very in the box. Fucking hell.
Yeah, go after
Is
that
she
bitch.
is she scaling rooftops Catwoman style right now?
You saw like a hint of her dark fur and the flick of a tail, but she is on rooftops, not really scaling. There's a lot of different options in this city as far
Yeah,
as
if you look at-
structural.
Oh, I thought
that?
you were doing.
No, no, no.
Never mind.
Oh, I really want to turn into something.
I mean,
Doing
I
a
can
spell.
Just hold up some cloaks.
Yeah.
I mean, but like,
magic trick.
disappearing now.
technically, hold on.
Birds.
Technically, that why not?
Yeah, I mean, you like duck down an alley and
Yeah, Superman style. Just find a phone
Let's
booth.
go from Arya to Owlbear real
you
fast.
can like get your tabs with Friarden and be like, she's going this way.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay,
that's what I'll do.
let's all just sort of like.
We all stand in front of you, like soccer wall style.
We're all like posing.
How are those guys doing? Is that a 90s rap album cover right there? What's going on?
I wish I could have done like a sleight of hand on my thing. I'm worried he thought I was just going like out in the open or whatever. I wanted to be secretive with it, but I was just doing. I don't know.
You're also doing like noises with each other.
Well, yeah, I wasn't doing that in game. That was on me. That was on me. If I was like being the worst mime ever in D&D, then yeah, I don't want to do that. If that's what got us found out or something, then
Yeah. Just blatantly obvious. Hi!
Alright. I'm gonna duck down an alley or something.
Make an investigation check to see if you can find an empty alley quickly.
I'll help. I don't know why I rolled. I'm bad.
That's, not great. That's a 9.
That's an 11.
It is a heavy, busy commerce city. You immediately dart down an alley, and then as you do, you see like another couple come down the alley from the opposite direction, just sort of chatting to themselves, and they nod and start walking past, and then another.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we can find something.
I mean,
my
at this
God.
point, she's long gone, so.
Well, I mean,
Dirty 20.
For what?
Just finding like a dark spot somewhere.
At this point, if you're taking the time to try and find
Yeah, I
a
feel like-
nook, it would, you find one. But
Too little, too late.
yeah.
Well, that blows chunks.
I'm worried Jada has is following
She's
the
obviously
poop and
following
scoops.
us. Or she's following the poop and scoops, yeah.
Should we?
No, she's
I
definitely
hate you.
following us. She followed you guys.
Yeah, Cadmus isn't stupid. He's going to keep tabs on us.
Yeah.
Should we like split up or something?
It's not the worst idea. Somebody stayed and scoped those guys out, and some went back to Arya's parents' place.
Yeah. Good.
I think what would make sense later on is going back to the Coopenscoons, but I can do the same thing I did last night. Keep watch, and maybe it's going to be having a tailception where she's going to follow us, and I'll see if I can find her, rat her out, potentially.
Could also just go talk to Cadmus again. You know where they are, where they're at.
This is true. Yep.
You know where they were at when you guys left the police station.
Yeah, we didn't know where they were going to investigate.
Yeah, but he also was like, when you have stuff to trade, come find us kind of thing.
We do know they're away from home, and we know they have ties to stuff now, and we have a warrant to go in their house.
Who?
Pooper's Goop.
But we don't really need to go in their house.
I mean, what if they have stuff?
We know that they're
We know that they're part of the
rebels.
rebellion.
We
wanna
need
make sure that they-
information, not stuff that's in their house.
Oh,
Like they're not gonna.
yeah, I guess they wouldn't. Okay.
If they've been searched multiple times, it's not going to be like hanging out on their coffee table.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Like they know they're being tailed.
Yeah.
I thought Jada's stealth was a +6. It's a +9.
I know how that feels.
So her first stealth check against you guys would have been a 29, and then the next one was a 15. You still spotted her, like by leagues. 2 24s on perception. But I just forgot. I hadn't had her pulled up yet.
Okay.
So are we splitting up, or what's going
I
on?
mean, we might as well.
Might
go
not
to
be
my
a bad
parents'
idea
house.
too.
Do we still want to track down Jada? Because if we duck into that alley, I might be able to help with that.
I think, for the time being, I think it's.
Or we're just gonna assume that she's tracking us.
Yeah.
I think that's a good assumption, yeah. And I'm worried if that's the case.
Well, I mean,
That if we go back to
split
Arya's
into two groups, I could kind of figure out who she's tracking.
Yeah, if they're interested in certain one of us or not.
Well,
Interesting.
that's assuming that this spell works the way I think it does.
Read it out loud and we can decide.
Not out loud. Out loud.
Yeah, in game.
Not in game.
Above table.
Above table, yeah. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you, Jada. You sense the direction of the creature's location as long as the creature is within 1,000 feet of you. The creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you, or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as human or unicorn, so long as you have seen the creature up close within 30 feet at least once.
That is very useful.
The creature you described or named is in a different form, such as being under the effects of a polymorph spell. The spell doesn't locate the creature. The spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature.
Like a waterfall.
Or a river, maybe.
That's interesting.
Well,
Hey, that Magnus,
How
I found
long
a spot.
does that stay at?
And what's the
concentration up to 1 hour.
And what's the range on it?
1,000 feet.
Nice.
So I mean, if she's tailing
Yeah,
us,
I
I'm sure she's going to be.
Wouldn't mind doing that, and then kind of follow behind a bit,
Yeah.
see where she goes.
What groups are we splitting into then?
I
I
want to
mean,
stick
it would
at
be-
least with one of
Let's see.
you.
It would be weird if you guys went to my parents' house and I didn't.
Yeah.
So
Very.
I think it's best I stick with the Coopin' Boops, the Lupin dudes, the Fruit Loops, you know.
I hate you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we got Team Emerald and Team.
Fruit Loops, Bootin' Newt, Snoobin' Lupin, Coopin' Berries.
Right.
So I'd say, well, Zodell and Falconer, they vote to go together.
Yeah.
I think, and then Arya definitely has to go back to her parents' place. I'm just trying to think of whose skill set makes the most sense.
I mean, past that, it's just
I'd say
whatever you
I'd
want.
say we need Falconer with the Croup and Screams, I'd say. Talk through that. Zodell will be there.
That's later. We're going to meet them, right? Not right away.
yeah, they said
We
we'll
can
meet for
reconvene.
Yeah, that's true.
meet
Sure.
with them later.
I was thinking we just keep tabs on them and make sure they don't run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
I mean, we don't know where their cart spot is, but
I guess we just stopped talking to them. Yeah, because they were like,
they
yeah,
kind
fuck
of
you.
Oh,
just,
they kind of
kinda
hurried
just
off.
Fucked
ran,
off, yeah.
Yeah,
Said
Papa
we'll meet you for a picnic later.
Papa picked up on all of the abrasive flashing of rebel signs.
I was trying to say that was very out of character. I was trying to do like if you needed me to roll a sleight of hand or anything, I wasn't trying to be all. I was
out
just
in the open.
No. I understand that. What your signs are have been taught at where you came from. To them are like you're flashing Bloods or Crips in the streets. It was totally. It's similar, same symbols, but they've at the capital. It's a lot more subtle than what you learned way up in your middle of buttfuck nowhere district.
That makes sense.
So it wasn't entirely your fault. It was just what you knew. And you're big. Where they got little hands. And yeah, so they were like, shut up. And hey, good to see you, Arya. Obviously you're hanging out with a rebel. We'll see you later for a cup of tea. We get off at 8.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is only about 8 in the morning.
They got off at 8. Oh, right.
They
Yeah.
said they work 8 to 8.
It's a loud
The
car.
wagons go by again.
So are we?
So Magnus, I'd say we try your idea.
So I'll locate her, and then we'll break off into 2 groups, and hopefully we
Figure
can
out.
entice her with
we
the
can
group
see if
that's
she
staying
follows
away
one or
from
the
her.
other, or was watching the people.
As long as we've got perception in both groups, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
Using the spell?
Yeah.
We're in the alley he found.
Duck into
Magnus, I
an
found a
alley.
hole!
Get in your hole!
You too good for your home.
Oh, it's a Happy Gilmore joke. I like that. It's good.
Okay, you cast the spell.
I do.
You sense how far away they are and the direction?
Yep.
Cool. About 20 feet straight up.
All right.
She doesn't know she was spotted.
Right.
Oh, she's just hanging out.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just keeping an eye on us. We need to.
Can I surprise her?
I mean,
We're
if
down
you
an
have
alley, right?
if you have a way of getting 20 feet straight up.
Sure do.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're in. Let me describe the
Well-
nook in my mind. You would have to go out of the nook to be able to see a rooftop that would be within about that area.
Okay, fair enough then.
Right.
Ireton can sleuth up.
Okay, you guys are
Darn it,
basically
you
like
wanna
in
try
a
like
little dumpster alcove right now.
I was really hoping he would do it. Like, that'd have been so metal. Like,
Yeah,
like,
it still might happen. Let's see what her perception check is. That's a natural 2.
Oh.
I mean,
Falconer, make the... Not even with disadvantage. Just make a stealth check.
Oh boy.
What's he doing? I'm confused.
Scaling a building. I don't know.
That's
I
not
think there's a
bad.
Misty stepping
17.
up there.
Straight
17.
Oh.
If you want to surprise her, you can Misty Step to about as near to her location as you can see visibly.
roll. Yes, please.
This
In the
is
alley.
a lot worse than
We're
us
hidden,
Well,
right?
straight up.
We're on the rooftop.
No, I know, but
Yeah, we're hidden.
okay.
Yeah, because like I'm just gonna look up and just go like above. I don't even have to go to the roof, just a little above.
Yeah, Magnus just points and he's like,
is that a random guy just floating right there?
it's
No,
not,
the,
it's not even like
the
a,
stealth check was sort of just to see like how far he had to get and how he had to kind of keep in the shadows to keep from the civilians and to keep from her. I'm not going to just immediately be like, ha ha, tricked you, you're murdered. As poof, you pop up and immediately she's like on all fours on the side of this rooftop. Her tail's all poofed out like an actual cat.
Hi, Jada.
You got me.
Turnabout's a fair play, right?
Sorry, what was that?
The turnabout's fair play.
Oh, and a bold move as well, using magic in this city. Whew. And she kind of gets up and retracts her claws and kind of frustratingly shivers her fur back down into place. No hard feelings. The boss just wanted to
Never.
keep a tail on you.
I assumed as much. He's thorough that way.
Honestly, it's just been a bit of a pleasure watching the young one walk around.
Me?
Yeah, he's got
The
kind
young one?
of the
I
tight glute thing going on there, you know? Real good shape.
Very firm.
I mean, most of us are younger than you. What?
wait, hold on.
Then Riordan?
No.
No,
He's an
Ryden's,
elf,
he's like,
isn't he, like
19.
He's
He's
19.
like 19.
Oh,
He's
really?
a baby.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Just a wee baby.
He's fresh.
He's still got that newborn elf smell.
Yeah, that lasts for the first 3 decades. When you live 700 to 900 years, yeah, you a wee little baby.
Hello there, little baby.
Need to get some of those cart fresheners and that smell. It'll smell.
Is that
it'll
fresh
sell
elf?
millions.
Oh my god, it is, yeah.
Fresh elf smell.
Brett, can you full screen that for me too?
Yeah.
I kept forgetting to ask. All right, I'm with Falconer.
See anything good this morning?
Good. No. I
How
hate
about
this.
interesting?
I hate this country. So stifling and ignorant. But the pay is fantastic.
She's occupied.
That we can agree on. What? For my own interest, what are you guys getting paid a day?
I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
Oh, come now. Consider it, you know, a friendly little back and forth.
Make a persuasion check.
Yay. Ooh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
27.
27.
Should be like 10K a day or something.
$1 million.
I'll tell you. Because it was pretty close. If you tell me.
That's fair.
Right. 5,000 a day plus expenses of no consequence.
Shit, I got swindled. Well, now I know. I asked for 500. I'm not so well versed in this kind of thing.
I mean, you also don't have the same reputation as Cadmus. His name is known far and wide.
Fair, he is pretty good at what he does.
I've experienced it firsthand.
Good
Well.
to know.
Considering you're just starting out in the field, you'll learn to grow your brand and ask for more in the future.
Would it come to that? I suppose so. So, about this whole tailing us business, I won't say anything to Cadmus that we found you, to respect the little rivalry we have. If you promise to leave us to our devices for the rest of our time in the city.
Oh, if anything, Falconer, Cadmus has only grown more and more impressed with your party. He's holding a little bit of a torch for you all. He does want to see you succeed, but he also wants to succeed himself. I think what you deem rivalry, he sees more as a budding flower.
Yeah, don't mistake me for thinking we're anywhere near equal. We can't hold a candle to the two of you, I'm well aware. But, all the same, little, mutual respect goes a long way.
Indeed. Well, I've been paid to follow you for the remainder of the day. So now I won't have to put in as much effort. I'll just stroll along at a distance. Don't mind me, I'm still just keeping an eye out on the city. And maybe tell Riordan I haven't lost interest.
What if we were just already
I will
gone?
Put in all of the
That's what I
good
was
words for
saying.
you.
We should just
Don't worry.
dip out.
Hey, if you guys want to make a stealth check with
No.
with advantage, she's super distracted.
I mean, Arya, you could just be like, we're gonna.
We're just gonna dip out.
Well,
Because I mean, that was like a 2 or 3 minute conversation, right?
Yeah.
there,
Yeah,
so-
went on for a minute, yeah.
I mean,
sure. He knows where
Group
we're
stealth
going.
check.
stealth with advantage.
Group stealth check. Roston with disadvantage.
What?
Godspeed, sir.
Oh, Roston.
So bad.
Nice. Oh, baby.
It's a group check, so you just gotta beat an average.
Well, that'll raise it.
Magnus.
18.
18, Arya.
7.
Say, ooh. Falconer.
He's not
Is
going
talking.
Zelda just talking.
Make
He's
a
not going anywhere.
make a horniness check.
Charisma.
Kinneros.
Sorry, what was the roll?
It was a stealth. Group stealthing away.
I have
Sorry,
stealth,
before
so
you
10, sorry, an 11,
Okay.
19.
Oh, good. Roston Craigstone.
13.
13, Riordan.
31.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 plus 11. So
Oh, yeah. Preface it with a nat
This
20.
feels so good.
Because that's 2 successes.
It adds a boon to the failures.
Oh.
And you?
I think 14.
14. You guys slink the fuck out.
As I was talking to Jada and when was saying like don't follow us anymore, I wanted to make sure to insight that she was actually not going to follow us.
No, she straight up said that she's being paid to follow you today. She's going to follow you. She just said she'll stop sneaking around about it. She'll just tail you from a distance and walk through the
I see.
streets. Yeah.
Yeah, feel
Now,
free.
she doesn't have to work as hard for the same paycheck now.
Yeah.
Word. Word.
But everybody else is gone, so she's just standing with Falconer.
Right. Well, this has been pleasant. I'm gonna reach into my pocket and give her 10 gold and be like, "Have a drink on us. Your choice."
Much appreciated. If anything, this... Okay. Well,
A token of goodwill. No
Right.
hard feelings.
right. This isn't a bribe, is it? Because
No.
normally my
Is it?
bribes start at about 10,000.
No, if I was going to bribe you, I would, say more than go have a drink and
Well, I'm not sure. I just don't
probably
know
want
your...
something a little bit more than whatever this is.
Right.
Just a
Thank
goodwill
you.
token. That's all.
He is a paladin.
Mm.
That's on brand.
Mm-hmm.
Does she know that, though? I don't know.
Grazie. She's just standing
Well.
staring at you. She's well aware at this point now that everybody else is fucked off. She's like, well, shit, I gotta follow you now.
Well, see you later. I'll start just climbing down the
Okay.
wall somewhere.
Watch me sneak away.
Make an athletics check to climb down the side of this building.
Kind of good at that. 11.
Okay. You get about halfway down before you... It's not really your fault. It's more... There's like this just branch on this... what are those? What are the ivy covered
Willow?
pergolas?
Mm-hmm.
Pergolas. Snaps, and you do slip and fall the last 5 feet, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage because you just kind of roll an ankle.
Not how I pictured that going.
As you kind
Upwards
of
and upwards.
straighten and adjust yourself and turn, she's just standing next to you.
Hello.
Hello.
So awkward.
Care to go for a stroll?
I don't have much of a choice now. The rest of your party is absconded. Quite a
Wily
good,
like that.
quite
We
a,
have some tricks up our sleeves.
quite the ruse.
How about that drink?
I mean, I won't be lying to Cadmus if I say that I had eyes on his party all day. If I still only have eyes on you, and Cadmus has.
It's true. I am kind of the leader, so
Whoa, wait,
Okay.
hold on. Whoa.
She reaches out and kind of pats one of your pauldrons. Of course you are.
Yes.
Know any good spots around here? I don't like to frequent this city.
No, I've never been here before myself, so
Well, let's just pick a direction at random and have at it.
sounds like a plan.
And you walk side by side with Jada a random direction. You want an actual bar, don't you?
Sure. I mean, it's like 9 in the morning, so I was thinking more like a cafe or something.
Mimosas,
It's
baby.
12 o'clock somewhere.
This is a city that runs in shifts. It's most places are 24 hours and make a hell of a living because of it. That's a fishing shop. Custom shop, custom shop. Did I not write down any goddamn bar names for this city? Oh, you find the Golden Fold.
Golden Fold, nice.
Golden Fold. It is sort of on the upper east side.
Ooh, fancy.
Sort of near the docks, and it is built out of the long retired body of a great big man of war ship.
Oh, cool.
And that was the name of the ship. And there's tatters of golden sails from the remains of the mast. And it is like a restaurant, bar, and restaurant, bar, cafe.
Can I get fish and chips?
You absolutely can get fish and chips.
All right,
That'll cost
now
you.
we're talking.
That'll cost you 1 gold. And at the sound of fish and chips, Jada starts salivating and says, "I'll have the fish and fish."
But I'll have your chips, and we'll get some extra fish.
No, I'm substituting the chips for fish.
Is she mostly cat or mostly human that looks like a cat?
Tabaxi. Google what a tabaxi looks like. They're cat humanoids.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think I've got the right picture, but
It's basically a human-sized cat.
pretty much.
Did Arya give me any kind of telepathy of where you guys were going, or you just all left?
I don't even think we know where we're going. We just left.
Too late for that. They just started
Yeah.
walking.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
I
just
mean,
hang out with Jada all day.
I
That's
kind
fine.
of assumed that we were just going.
I'll
to
be
my
the
parents.
distraction.
Yeah, I mean,
You going to your parents?
Yeah, like that's what we had talked about.
I mean,
so,
I would assume that they would, but I can't. I'm not stealthy. I can't slip away from her. So
Yeah.
When her eyes are glued on you now, you're her only lead for the day.
yep, that's all right.
Pardon me, Jada. I'm going to the washroom. Climbing out a window.
As you climb out a window, she's standing on the other side. Not my first rodeo. All right, so the rest of you head to Arya's parents
Yes.
by cab.
By cat.
Yeah, might as well.
2 gold. About a 35, 40 minute from where you at. And you come up to the castle wall. There is another new guard that you have not met there. Papers. Ah, Miss Rinton, good to see you back. Perfect. The rest of you, good. Good. Right. Yeah, thank you for your patience. Of course, it's just formality. Security and formality. Formality of securities. That might sound good in that new song that I'm writing. Oh, right.
What's it called?
It's the door. I haven't decided on a title quite yet. I was thinking maybe like A Guard's Life.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe
it's the
like.
hard guard life.
Uh,
No, wait,
well,
hold on. It's the guard.
right now it's untitled, but it's sort of, you know, when your palms get sweaty.
just like a bugle beatbox. Just like,
There's vomit on your armor already from your mom's. Oh, what is that dish that they make in that country that is all those tiny noodles?
Fettuccine.
And you guys march in through the gate as he's left pondering.
it's ramen. Oh, yeah.
Risotto.
And you guys make your way over. You see Amish leading a donkey that was sort of wandered off. Big wave. Oh, Miss Arya.
Hey, Amish.
Hi.
Good to see you.
And he kind of gives you a grin. His big ears, they're almost as long as the donkey's ears, this little furbolg. Amish! Get back here with that thing. We need it to run the wheel. Alright, bye, Miss Arya. He trots off with this donkey. You guys make your way to your parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Not you knock on the front door, or you just walk in the front door and everybody goes around back.
Yeah, I mean, they can't come in the door. So.
Oh, hello, dear. Your mom answers the door. She's in a very flower-covered apron. Not like the flowers that are flowers for bees, like she is baking. And it's like on her fingers and rubbed across her cheek, and her hair is even more like bound up in her little, she's wearing a different colored kerchief today, but all of her purple hair is just like snugged up in the back. Right, oh, everybody, I'm back. I've been baking for you. Come on in.
Smells delicious.
Oh, it's so good. Yes, I had your father pick me up some extra berries. Super expensive this time of year, middle of winter. By the way, somebody roll me a d20 to see if the weather's gone shit-faced again.
Someone online